lot of people have been asking me to do a pantry tour, and I just thought I would throw in an updated fridge tour as well so that you can kind of see an all-encompassing what we keep stocked up in our house throughout the week. Let's just get started. First we have the pantry. Alright, so I'm just going to start from the bottom right here. We have our dried fruits, which it is actually fresh date season, so we need to order some fresh dates, which are monumentally better than these dried dates. But this is what we use mostly throughout the year. We also keep stock a couple different bars in case we're in a pinch and about to head out to a play date or somewhere on the go and just grab some snacks for the kids. We also have raisins and some dried mango, but we do not actually eat that much dried fruit. This is kind of like the bulk of what we have. It takes us a while to get through this. This is rice ramen, and we love this brand, Lotus Food. This ramen is super delicious. We use this ramen noodles to make a really yummy recipe from the Hot for Food blog, and we love those. We keep a few of these stocked on hand. Next we have nutritional yeast, which is normally in the bulk section at Mono Foods grocery store, but they've been out the last few weeks. So this is what we have, what we put on top of pasta. Actually, yeah, that's probably the only time we use nutritional yeast, is we like it on top of pasta. We have some jasmine rice. I feel like I might get some questions about why we don't have like bulk for things as simple as dried mango even. We actually don't have that much bulk options in Maui. There's really limited options for bulk, and even the grocery store, the best health food store on the island, won't let you bring in mason jars to fill up the bulk items. So I do the best I can, but a lot of items like oats, I bring a cotton bag and then put it in a mason jar when I get home. But there's just not the best of options for bulk on the island. We have a couple of cans of garbanzo beans to make our own hummus. And for coconut milk, we actually normally make our own fresh coconut milk, which is like so delicious. But we keep some of these on hand for in case when we're in a pinch and don't have time to make fresh coconut milk, or we just haven't been able to get access to fresh coconuts. Sometimes at the market they're out. So far we aren't like abundant yet in regards to sustainability on our land, but hopefully we plan to eventually get to a place where we never use the canned coconut milks and just use fresh coconut milk, because we're going to plant more coconut trees, and yeah, that's the goal. So we have some canned kidney beans. I think there's 2 jars back there. But as far as beans, we normally actually make our own beans from scratch. Actually, that's kind of a lie. I don't really make the beans from scratch. A collective we is not really the right answer. Andrew makes the fresh beans from scratch because he does most of the like cooking. I like to make all the raw food stuff, the fresh smoothies for the kids, the salads and all that stuff. Andrew does well with the cooking, so he makes fresh beans from scratch normally. This is just for like to have on stock in case there's like an emergency, and we'll stock up on times when there's going to be like a hurricane for just in casers type of thing. But Andrew normally makes fresh beans from scratch and uses it in this big bag. We have had this bag for a couple months now. It takes forever to go through a big bag of beans. One of the cheapest plant-based foods that you can find that are nutrient dense and will give you lots of calories to supply your needs. We eat beans when we make things like Mexican tacos and bean stews, chilies, soups, that type of thing. Alright, next up here we have our sea vegetables. We eat a lot of sea vegetables. I love dulse, such a great source of iodine, and I love adding it to our salads in particular. Sandy loves to eat dulse with sliced avocado, and it's a great snack to have, super like salty and delicious to add to soups. I like adding it to like a creamy yam soup. For kids, a great snack is diced avocado with some sea veggie dulse topped with some hemp seeds. So yummy. So we keep a couple of those stocks because we go through a lot of dulse. And this is nori for whenever we make sushi or we add diced nori to ramen. Quinoa, chia seeds. We like to soak chia seeds so that they expand their gelatinous texture and add them to our smoothies, or you can make like a chia pudding out of them. Yeah. And then we keep a lot of jarred tomatoes on hand. I would love to eventually grow enough tomatoes to where we're not buying any jarred tomatoes. So we're going to see if Andrew can experiment with tomatoes in the garden. but we mainly use these tomatoes for tomato sauces to put on pastas. We always make our own fresh tomato sauce for pasta because most of the time the canned tomato sauces for pasta have a lot of unnecessary added ingredients, and we just like to add our own ingredients to keep it really pure and no processed sugar, because most tomato sauces for pasta actually have processed sugar in them or oil, and we just like to keep that out. Tomato paste is really good as well to add to a fresh tomato sauce, or even to make like your own homemade ketchup style to dip potato fries in. And I am such a pasta person. This one is a 100% compostable container. You can recycle this, and even this is home compostable, made out of plant materials. So that's why I feel good about getting this one. It's just brown rice pasta. Next we have our daily green juice. We as a family have been adding barley grass juice powder to our diet for at least a few years now. This is a great brand. My friend is the one who owns this company. It's got lots of minerals and nutrients in it to help add some boost to your diet. So I love adding daily green boost to our smoothies. There's all different kinds of brands that you can get. This is just one that we really like. Lately the kids have been on a peanut butter kick, and we used to do like almond butter and such, but the kids really like peanut butter these days, so we've just been going with the flow for that. They get a lot of other seeds and mineral rich nuts and stuff in other ways, so they enjoy peanut butter smoothies or like sliced banana with peanut butter on it and hemp seeds and ground flax seeds, so that's really yummy. This is maple syrup. We add maple syrup to a variety of different dishes. Yeah, we use it as like kind of our form of natural sweetener other than fresh dates. The Restore supplement that I got a couple months ago, I thought I would just give it a try. I've been learning a lot from Dr. Zach Bush. He's triple board certified. He's all about having healthy gut, and he knows so much about the microbiome. He's a super smart guy. I'll put a few links in the description box of the video. He has so much good stuff to say about how to have a healthy gut, and it's something I wanted to try because although I have great digestion and all that, I wanted to give it a try because I do get a lot of people asking about gut health, and I just wanted to check it out and see if there was any kind of extra of amazingness with gut health. So he's pretty cool. This is cacao nibs, which we sprinkle on top of raw cereals or into granolas that we make. We don't go through cacao or chocolate butter very much, but so this has lasted us like a super long time. We have cacao powder if we wanted to make anything chocolatey. We really like to make a yummy cacao hot chocolate on cold days because now we live in a colder climate, so it's really nice to have some hot chocolate. All you gotta do is blend some dates with cacao powder with vanilla extract and some boiling water, and it makes a really yummy hot chocolate. Next we have this little like reishi medicinal mushroom cacao mix, which we've only used a couple of times to be honest, but someone reached out to us and wanted to send us this, and it's really tasty. Okay, next we have the spices and more bulky items. Have some balsamic vinegar, which I like to add to my salads every once in a while. We don't eat that much of it. I've had this for about a year. Yeah, just a little bit. We go through this much lentils. We're running low right now, but when Andrew buys it, we will fill it up to the top every couple weeks or so. Andrew loves making lentils and lentil curry, and the kids love lentils. This is our flax seeds, which I grind up. I grind up every few days to add to different dishes in our diet. This is our pumpkin seeds to make trail mixes with or add to granolas. Have some walnuts, coconut flakes, rice puffs. This is actually coconut sugar, which if you can believe, we hardly use any coconut sugar. We have had this for about 2 years. Let me know. I don't know the rules about sugar. Does that mean it's bad now? Here's some ground basmati rice. Okay, these are our spices that we enjoy. Turmeric. I love adding turmeric to veggie soups and stews and all kinds of yummy soup. These are just some more spices. Cumin, oregano, red pepper, vanilla extract. And we have 3 types of salts right now. I have no idea why. I think when my mom was visiting, she bought a couple of these salts because my mom loves salt. So she bought a couple salts when she was visiting and used them to make recipes for us. Alright, this is just our little like supplement area. Where do I even start? Okay, colloidal silver, golden seal, kick-ass immune. This is for like any time you feel like a cold coming on. This is our B12 that we take and have been taking for years. Oregano oil, and this is a really awesome herbal cough elixir for kids as soon as you feel like a cough is coming on or some kind of stuffy nose or anything. This is great and the kids love it. Andrew has been taking CBD oil for a year for his back, and he really finds it helpful. This is the peppermint oil that he uses to make our home cleaning solution with vinegar. We have some vitamin C in here for times when there's just a little bit of sickies going on, help boost the immune system. And this is my friend Alicia's gummies that she gave us when we were hanging with her, and the kids love it. We're almost out of it. Alright, so we have some whole unsalted cashews, which normally we get these in the bulk section, but they were out the last time Andrew was at the store, so he bought this at Costco. Wild pistachios, and this is our oats that we buy in the bulk section. So red quinoa, here's some barley, and arrowroot powder, and apple cider vinegar. We also have some teas up here, mother's milk and throat coat teas. I love this throat coat tea when I have a sore throat. So good. That's it for the pantry. Now let's move on.
Before I get into the fridge tour portion of this video, I want to tell you a little bit about Audible, who I've partnered up with for this video. Audible is a monthly subscription where you get to download a free book each month and you get to keep that book forever. And now Audible members get even more. Audible Originals. Audible Originals are exclusive audio titles created by celebrated storytellers from worlds as diverse as theater, journalism, literature, and more. So give yourself the gift of listening. And while you're at it, think about giving the gift of Audible to someone on your list. Right now, for a limited time, new members can get 3 months of Audible for just $6.95 a month. Just go to audible.com/Ellen Fisher or text Ellen Fisher to 500-500 to get started. I love listening to books on Audible while doing the dishes or on the go, but especially once my kids have gone to bed and I get some alone time to relax and soak up information. My audiobook recommendations for this video are How Not to Die by Dr. Michael Greger and Whole, Rethinking the Science of Nutrition by nutritional biochemist T. Colin Campbell. So just go to audible.com/Ellen Fisher or text Ellen Fisher to 500-500 and give yourself the gift of listening.
Alright, below our pantry we have our banana stash. We eat a lot of fresh, ripe, locally grown bananas. This is our onion, potato, and sweet potato stash. I love sweet potatoes, one of my favorite foods. Our orange stash for the week, it is orange season. Butternut squash, avocados. We go through a lot of avocados in the week. Lots of healthy fats for our children. We never limit fat intake for our kids. Give them plenty of healthy fats from avocado as well as from flax seeds and hemp seeds, nuts, and all those other things. Persimmons, tomatoes, and jackfruit. This is a white sapote. Should we show what's in our fridge? This is our fridge. At the top we have salsas, open tomato paste, and some hummuses.
Spinning in circles by the street out of light.
Hi. And this is a really yummy curry paste. It's a very clean ingredient. Yes, honey?
2 of those hummus.
The ingredients are actually super clean vegan curry paste. This is a really ripe papaya that someone will eat tomorrow. And sauerkraut. We used to make our own sauerkraut, but we just got out of the habit of making it. We've just been really busy, so we've been buying sauerkraut. Alright, we eat a lot of bell peppers. Some celery, cucumber. And this is my favorite, my green bin. I love my greens. I go through, this is about a bi-weekly amount of greens, a whole head of collard greens. I've already gone through a whole head of kale this week and we're only a couple days into the week. This is the second head of kale that's almost gone, and lettuce for salads. And this is leftovers that we have in here. In here is actually cassava, which Andrew grew himself. And it's really delicious. Tastes similar to like a potato-y. It's like a starch. So he just boiled that. Some leftover yam soup in here. Vegan cashew sour cream in here. Cut out pineapple and some leftover lentil stew in here. Andrew enjoys some beer on the occasion. There's an open bell pepper in there. There's lemons, avocados, kombucha. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna break this out and have some right now. Miso, which we pretty much only add into ramen. Andrew really likes these Beyond Meat sausages lately. I'm not a fan of the fake meats. I tend to stay away from them because I just feel my best focusing on just whole foods, but Andrew really enjoys these Beyond Meat sausages to put on like a vegan pizza every once in a while, and the kids enjoy it too. Then we have corn tortillas and coconut flour tortillas, and tofu, which we put into stir fries and ramen. Over here we have our condiment section, which this is like stuff that we use sparingly. I tend to make my own tomato sauces out of like jarred tomatoes and add a little bit of dates or maple syrup and lemon juice or lime and chili flakes. But every once in a while, if I'm in a really big pinch, I use a little bit of this ketchup or some sriracha. It's like an organic sriracha. What's back here? Hot sauce. And I really like to use pickled jalapenos every once in a while. Then we have some almond butter back here. Elderberry syrup for if we feel like a cold coming on. Maple syrup, Hawaiian spirulina, barley grass juice powder, hemp seeds, which we use a lot of. This is definitely a staple of ours. We put a lot of hemp seeds into our smoothies every day and on top of salads. This is our open peanut butter jar. And this is our ground flax seeds, which we put into our smoothies. I put a tablespoon or two into my smoothies and the kids' smoothies. Mustard, which is really great into salads. If you do like a teaspoon of Dijon mustard, a couple teaspoons of balsamic vinegar, and a tablespoon of maple syrup, makes a really great, super easy, fast, affordable dressing. And tahini. You could also add tahini to that dressing as well. Super yummy. So we just have a couple other random condiments that we barely ever use, but we have coconut aminos, hot sauce, rice vinegar. What is this? Brown rice vinegar. And this is ionic minerals, which is super great little supplement. In here we have more vegetables, so carrots, more lettuce, and a big bag of mushrooms. What's in here? Broccoli is in this one. Lots of broccoli. We get broccoli sometimes a couple times a week, and same with the Romanesca. If you saw my Thanksgiving video, then you know about Romanesca already, but we love Romanesca. We have green onion and zucchini. Did you do that? I'm gonna open it. There we go. Okay, so we don't have very much in the freezer. We just have frozen fruit, basically. Frozen organic mango, wild blueberries, and some organic sweet cherries, and another package of these like Beyond Meat vegan sausages that Andrew likes. Let's go. Some shallot amare, ice packs. We do have one tempeh, frozen tempeh. Hey, what are you doing with that? Tempeh in here that we sometimes add to noodle dishes.
Tempeh.
You do love tempeh, huh?
Edamame.
Yum.
Yeah.
And some bread.
That's not
Gluten-free.
tempeh.
And sprouted bread.
With every excuse I'm falling.
Okay, let's close it. No, let's gotta get out.
Now watch me self-destruct right on time. I built up every wall I've had to climb. Oh, and put my fingers on the phone. Hold it down, let it go.